All right, we're recording. Coming to you live and recorded. I'm Mr. Shandelka. This is Workplace Apprenticeship Thursday. Jasmine's my lovely assistant. She's going to be working through this with me. You got her? You bet. So on this coordinate plane, the graph, grid, we're going to do some of these transformations. We're going to have a rotation of 90 degrees. Always pay attention to if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, right? If you forget what clockwise are, look at the clock. Clockwise. Above the origin, and draw the resulting image. Then, second thing is translate, so slide, that rotated shape 4 units to the right, 3 units down, and draw that. Coordinates of the result. Okay. Now, Jasmine, do you remember how you had that plastic sheet and we did 90-degree rotations, right? So, 90 degrees, basically, going to slip it up a notch, right? So if I do that, a 90-degree rotation of, which point do you want to try? A, B, C, D, it doesn't matter which one. B, looks nice. I like doing B too. So if you think of B as right here, and I think of it as a log, okay, I didn't need to do that. But if you think of B as being like here, and then you think I flip this up 90 degrees, it's now going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 high. That's, oh geez, I keep doing that and I don't mean to. I got to let my finger go. When you rotate it 90 degrees, B should be right there, right? Yeah. So, that's where the new B is. I'll give it a green color. So I'm going to call it B prime. B with a tick mark. Now that I've done that, I'm thinking the A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units over. So it's now going to be 6 units up when it rotates. A, you've been doing this last section pretty good. And I could just sort of imagine this, and you can too, probably, right? That it's twirled. This is twirled over here, and that's the back end of A and B. So then C and G would be 1, 2, 3 squares over this way. One down, one up, and then the center up to. So that's my E prime. And my D would be the lower one. So this would be C prime. That'd be G prime. It doesn't look like a G. And that'd be F prime. Prime is what I'm saying for the tick mark. Reset on me. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to join the dots.
Hey, Shandelka, how's it going?
Hello there. Not too bad. We're just recording a lesson for one person here. And nobody, you're saying, oh shoot, because nobody was up here that you're hoping.
Yeah.
Aw.
Are you recording it live?
Yes. Yeah, so that people who are missing can see it later. Okay. Oh, this is just for Jasmine. This is 30 level. He's on his 20. So he's available.
Can he come down at 140?
Can you remember that though? Text me if I don't.
He'll remember.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You betcha. So where was I? Right. This is 90-degree rotation. Now the next thing is pretty simple.
You have to translate that image
Sideways.
4 units to the right and 3 units down.
Okay. I'm going to give that a red or red. I don't know what color this is. I'm going to just go like this. I'm just tracing it. Translations I can actually show. So you said 4 units to the right?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the back end, right?
And then 3 units down.
And then 3 units down. 1, 2, 3. As long as you count with one of them, the other ones will be correct too. Now, my drawing isn't perfect. That should be about right. Good. A double prime, B double prime, and so on. C double prime, D double prime, E double prime, G double prime. There we are. And my coordinates. I usually put them right on the diagram, but I'm going to get all messy if I do it on this one. But on my paper, I actually wrote them right down beside there. But A, I'm going to just go like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, well, there is a G. Okay. And A is 3, 3. And B is 3, 1. Thank you. C? Awesome. The origin or 0, 0. Good. 2, comma 2. Good. 0, 4. Thanks. And last. 0, 3. Great. So 2 things happen. Okay, great. Next. Like this shape over the y-axis and then over the x-axis. And this is kind of weird because part of it is already on the x-axis.
Yeah.
So some people kind of get goofy on this, eh? So first, over the y-axis, mirror image, right? And here's our mirror line. So what if I just draw this here? I can do it kind of easily because I've got this thing. Did I use green for my first thing? And I'll show you what it is. So this is messy. And I think if I take this, I can actually just do a flip. Look at this. And then just say, yep, it's over here. But that doesn't help you. You can't do that, right? So, no, like you don't with your pencil. So we got to have a method. That's what it's going to look like, the first mirror line. So A, if we use Y as the mirror line, then A is the same distance behind the mirror. That's my A prime. This is going to get messy because we're going to have overlapping diagrams, so that's why I'm using 2 colors. Hey, Trent. You going to be downstairs is what you're going to tell me? Okay. So there's my B prime, right? My C prime is the mirror image, same distance. Nothing goes up or down. It's only just flipped left to right. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 to the other side. E is on the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the negative direction. And then there we are. Now, freehand, I'm not going to use the ruler here. Does that look right? Nope, Shandelka, where'd you mess up? I joined the dots in the wrong order. What are those, join the dot things? You got to follow the alphabet. A, B, C. Oh. Yeah. Son of a gun. Supposed to be a teacher? Okay. I wasn't looking. My shadow appears in front of the image I'm trying to copy sometimes. What would I do without you, Jasmine? Now that's more or less the same. It does overlap, and that's... So, for example, I'm going to actually get rid of those letters because it's just going to be too much on the diagram, right? With the overlaps. But we know that the green is my first diagram. I'll leave the A there. Now look at this. We're supposed to then over the x-axis, right? So A is 2 up right now. It's going to go 2 down here. And I'm going to use blue. So that's my A double prime, right? This is on the bottom side, so it's going to mirror image the x-axis. It's going to boot itself up. And look like this. Boom. So that's where my F. No. Yeah, it's F, yeah. That's why I didn't want to put the letters on the green thing. There's too many of them. Then, the one that's on the 0 line right here, if it's on the mirror, it stays on the mirror, right? What happens on the mirror stays on the mirror. Then, okay, I'll go up to the D. It's here. That's up 3. I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. So then that. Okay. That is going to be called my D. D double prime. Then, I accidentally erased this one. I was erasing letters. Okay, there's where my C is. So I'm going to go with my C. That is above 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to drop it. Lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's where this one's going to be. That's my C. Then, this spot here, that's the B. 4 up. And go straight down 4. And we are done. Just hitch it up. Does it look like the mirror image? Approximately. My lines aren't perfect, but yeah. I'm just double checking everything. Okay. Yeah, and the coordinates you can do. I won't. So example 3. How did we get from here to there is really what we're asking. Eh? There's more than one way. But you know that this short side right here, you can see the mirror image must have been involved. Or could a rotation, nah. Yeah. It wouldn't. So you have to reflect. Which axis would you want to reflect in? Let's just work on like G. We'll only do G. Because if you take care of G, you got everything else, right? So if you reflect that, how? You don't know, do you? Okay. Well, think of this. Basically, we want G in this little line right here to be down here eventually, right? Because the other side is 3 units. It's not a real hat. Like this side is too long to be. It's definitely had a reflection. Because this isn't 3 long here. That doesn't match, right? So let's just reflect it in the y-axis and just think about what happens. And we'll only use G to do this, just a scratch word. If G is reflected, wouldn't it end up there? And then H would end up here, right? Okay. Now, let's just break this down then. Let's just start and see if it works. Reflect. Oh, which I'm doing the other way around. I'm sorry. I'm going back. It's still going to be a reflection, but you know how you read from left to right? I was just doing my math from left to right without looking at the primes. We have GH down here. My mistake. We're going to reflect it. So that's really easy then. The H prime would be there, right? Okay, so I've moved this over to there with the reflect. So it's still reflect. Reflect. I'll just write it again. I got all flustered. Not flustered, but messed up. Reflect in y-axis. That's my mirror. Now, if you think about that, that'll be that exact same shape mirror image, right? I'm just showing the F and G part. Now, how do we get F and G up the correct height? How many units up does it need to go, the green line? 2 up, then. So 2 up. So translate up to 2 units, and then 1, 2 to the left. Go to the left, 2 units. That's one way of doing this. This isn't the only way. Let me jot something down on my paper here, but that, you only need 1 way. I guess the other way you could have done it was that I see right away. I'm not saying it's the only other way. Is what if you kind of lined this side up as its mirror image first by going, let's just see here. I'll just draw it. It's real messy, but I'll draw it. I'll see what I mean. So you could have said, how about going up 2 units first? You don't need more than one answer. Didn't say that, did it? I guess what transfer? So you could say up 2. Then to line it up as a perfect mirror image to the right 2. And then reflect. Y-axis. So that would work. If I whap, flip it over. Dealing, where are you? Okay. Now what? This is good for you?
Yeah.
Okay. There's more than one way to answer. Then you could try some of these assignments, but I didn't put too many on here because right away you have that bigger handout marked assignment, right? So make sure you can do these babies, and you should be good. Thank you for your help. I got all messed up.